Oh, I can kind of hear you. Well, I'll tell you, first of all, I'm going to tell you something. Climbing is long over. And in order to climb in this show, you're supposed to go over here, sign up, get a patch number, and sign an insurance waiver so we're not responsible for you. Have you got a waiver? You got two? Oh! By George, he does. They got a couple waivers. Isn't he smarter than a tree full of owls? Where in the world did you get that wardrobe? That looks like that French designer, Penier, J.C. Penier. That's where that come from. You look like you've been to every garage sale between here and ever. All right. Yeah. Yeah, well, all right. You're almost to the top. You got the worst part of it over. It's not really your fault you're climbing the tree today. It's not your fault. Well, whose fault is it? Oh, you met a good-looking blonde. All right. Name is Candy, is it? Okay. And you ask her out. She told you to go climb a tree. That makes sense to me. All right. And so you were dumb enough to do it. Oh. Hurry up. We got a calendar down here timing it. What time? Wait a minute. There's no time out in speed climbing, you dummy. What's the matter? You got a problem. Your partner. Oh, that thing? Oh. Okay, I thought that was part of you. I didn't know. That's old Spot, is it? Oh, I get it. That's old Spot, the spotted owl. You got your own owl with you. Aren't you fortunate? Oh, Spot's a little scared up there to be that high? Well, I don't blame him. One of you got a set of brains. Hey, now come on. This is a family show. We take a lot of pride in entertaining the family, and you bring that slop in here and feed your owl. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Besides that, you're going to lose your balance up there. You're not afraid of heights, you just like it. I bet you do. All right, scurry up there and ring the bell so we can get this whole thing over with. We got a whole afternoon log show to go on here. Boy, he's scurrying. Look at that. Time you with an hourglass. Hooray, hooray. He cleared to the top. Ain't that something? What now? There's one of two things, huh? What's that? A cow? Or your ex-wife? I see. And how'd you determine that? There's a cowbell up there, yeah, okay. All right, you be careful up there, you big dummy. I've seen better heads in a cabbage patch. The outfit kids go up there and ring the bell. You done all that? Come on down. You got another problem. What would it be this time, son? You don't know how to come down. Don't you think you ought to have thought about that before you left the ground, you dummy? Well, I'll tell you something. Way back in my other life, I did a little bit of climbing. Never got very good at it, but I learned how to come down. Here's what you do. Now listen up. Get this straight. The first thing you do is drop your rope. And then take 2 steps down, and then drop your rope down, okay? You got it? Boy, you're a good student. Okay, drop her down a little bit. No, not all the way, you half-wit.
Oh, my God.
Hey, what? I ain't bringing that back up there. My mama didn't raise no dummies. Well, one, but she lives in southern Florida, but well, that's a whole other story. Anyway, well, there you are. You've got a decent seat out of the deal, I bet you do. I bet you can see far more than you can understand from up there. What? Who's here? In the back row? What? No. Really? Okay, you hang on up there a minute. I have always wanted to meet Dolly Parton. I guess she's about so tall, just cute as she can be, and we're about the same age. I'd sure like to meet her. I understand she has very little tiny feet. Nothing grows very good in the shade down there. Back row. Back row. The second. That's. Hey, Dolly Parton, you halfwit. That's the two old bald-headed guys sitting real close together up there. Wear the leather off of my brand new boots to walk clear over there. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now you throw it away. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you might need those before the game's over. All right. Let's take a little inventory here. Now, you got no gloves. You got no spurs. You got no belt. And you got no brains. That's right, you're getting ahead of me here. Well, you don't have much of anything left up there. You're gonna have to stand up. Oh, Spot did the dirty deed, huh? Don't get that big old long tie hung up in that stuff. Take it easy there, sport.
Oh my goodness.
You don't think you can watch that? I don't think I can watch this either. Careful. Keep putting a hold of them knees now. Oh, well, look at that. Would you look at that? Careful, Al. Oh, good Lord. Well, he's done more than the rest of the climbers here. He's up a notch higher. I don't know if that counts anymore in speed climbing or not. What is it? A short story? Well, not much I can do about it. You had this best friend. All right. He run off with your old lady. And he ain't your best friend no more. Well, I can understand that. Oh, he brought her back. Yeah. I can understand that too. Hey, what? You got a trick, do you? Well, I'm proud of you, son. What are you going to do there, Junior? Look at that. Look at that. Look right straight out, off at the end of that, not watching his balance or anything stand up there. That's absolutely amazing. You did a good job, Junior. I tell you what, we don't have much of an idea how to get you off of there. Maybe the long arm of the law can grab you, I don't know. Tell you what, you throw one of those balls down there, we got our two best blanket catchers there ever was here. So you throw your ball out there, do a couple practice tests, and if they can do it, then you can bail in that blanket, okay? All right, here we go. Well, they're actually pretty good. See, they would catch you on the first mount. You're going to give them another try there anyway. They were pretty close that time. Oh, they were. I'll tell you what, they'd break your fall, I promise you that. You want to jump in there? You think you're going to wait a while, huh? Well, maybe you're not as dumb as you look. What? Hey, this is as up as I get, Jack. Stand up and say that. If I was half the man I used to be, well, I guess I am. Anyway, what are you squalling about now? Oh, that's your parachute. You can be glad you dropped that thing. Hey, we got an idea. We just hang on, and the length of that tree should roughly put you in the middle of that pond if you just hang on, okay? What's the matter? What? You ever seen apparently, we've seen yellow rain before. Well, so much for that idea. I'm running out of stuff here. I don't know. Paxton, we got any music up there? How's that? Look at that. Have you ever seen any music like that in all your life?
Have you ever been held
Don't get too fancy there,
by a Lone Star lady on a cold West Texas night? They know how to treat a cowboy to a night.
I bet he's a lot of fun when he's
Always ready for a good time when them old fiddles sound.
Look at that.
Those high-rise Houston
What's wrong
buddies
now?
do it all
I think we got a problem. What's the matter now? You don't look good, son. What? Say that again? You ate too many oysters, huh? Did you swim upstream to spawn? On this side over here, you kind of watch out. And oysters are working on him. That's what you get for being so fancy up there. I got to... You've been all over that tree one time or other there. What are you going to do now? You going to rest your feet? Well, I don't blame you. You've been a hot footing it up there pretty good. I was proud of you, actually. What are you going to do? Oh. Now, there is a way to rest your feet right there. Put the pressure on your noggin. I don't care what hurts. Don't grab that. You all right? I think so. Well, you just hang in and take a few deep breaths. You're liable to be fairly close to normal in that air zone.
It's working.
You okay? Oh, I'm happy for you. Oh, Spot, what do? You don't like that upside down stuff, huh? He's a little dizzy. That's probably some of that climbing oil you feeding him earlier. Holy Christmas, now what happened? What? Lady, you blew the tail feathers plumb off old Spot. What in the world's wrong with you?
Well, that thing up there is my husband. And I caught him out last night with an ugly woman.
You admit that from all these people you're married to that clown?
Sad but true.
Sad but true. I guess you both got problems. Hey, hang on a minute. Now don't get wild with that firearm. Hey, buddy. She come out here and she said she caught you out with a double ugly brunette last night. Is there any truth to that?
Honey, I thought it was her.
You thought it was her? That's not the right answer, Jack. She's armed and dangerous and she's going to make your butt look like the backside of the moon. You're not worried? You keep popping off, she'll let the air plumb out of you. Oh, good shot! And there he goes, down the... Looks like he's going to hit the ground with halfway safe. We'll give him a chance to unbuckle and come in there. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Grants Pass, Oregon, that is the finest clown act you'll see anywhere in the world today. Steve has been with us. We were talking